Dear friends, we welcome you to our Universal Life Management English channel, and today we will discuss about old spiritual stories. One person, it's in Hindi channel, but he told that Premjeetji, he little criticized Premjeetji, he told then he not like proper way understand stories when some like spiritual teacher or no matter spiritual teacher or who, sometimes they're using some from Upanishad or Mahabharata, some old stories for for proof some their ideas. And Premjeetji he should more carefully listen these old stories for understand what like reality. So
so why I not consider so much those stories? Question is about me. Because I looking those story are based on so much, and on some story type. It's not.
Story
not
means
based,
stories.
Yes.
Type.
It's not based on reality actually. It's a fiction. Type.
It's fiction and it can be old because some hero, heroine or superhero,
and
some goddess, deities, they're doing some dramas between each other.
Yes. So
how we can accept?
Yes. So if we look in our life, because what we are calling here, who want to understand the spirituality, human beings want to understand. And in our life, where is the God, goddess? We are looking anywhere? No. So how can we take those stories in which stories like God, goddess, like Devi, Devta, divine people and all that? Nowhere. So I denied these things, or when I started to check those stories also with those person who like telling this story or who want to prove something on the base of those stories. So we know where found in our life what we should do about that.
In
how we can
metaphoric
use
way.
it's like a
Telling,
metaphoric
okay,
way.
but it's metaphoric way. It's what problem? Like
We cannot understand
metaphoric way.
at the metaphoric way. Like how we understand. Like if someone say, oh, one person was flying in the sky and he reached at some planet. What we understand by this metaphoric way?
By this metaphoric way, but more like more simple stories, like some ancient wisdom.
So what wisdom we can get by that?
By that not, but some stories they telling for explaining some wisdom of that saint, maybe.
No, so then we can understand by this. Like it means they also have not some real stories. They want to make us understand some reality on the basis of some fiction. How possible this? Why they not using a real story, a real happenings?
Yeah, basically like metaphoric way. It's using for children. When children,
yes, because they cannot understand.
They explaining to children like some fairy tale.
Fairy tale for attracting them, because children easily can can remember. That's why children likes cartoon so much, because it's little strange
animation, and they by this can learn some wisdom, some moral, some proper behavior by this way. But adult, why need for adult? You mean?
We can look directly our life, and if we will understand those, how in which form we use those things in our life, because they're not fitting in our life anywhere, those stories or those metaphoric. So where we can use those things.
It's like this. For example, I'm working as a psychologist. If some like couple come and ask some question, really what connection between like them, conflict, then I started to explain, some Ram relationship, or Ram and his wife, or some Shiva and his wife. They will look, what is it?
Yeah, what means What
it's
what
not,
we can use in our life.
it's not real, like god, goddess. Of course, between them some fighting happening or
And they're
whatever.
also happening fighting. And when I
Basically,
say
yes.
they were also doing fighting, so they were saying, "Oh, you looking that part? Why we will not look in that part? We will look a complete part.
But
Sometimes they loving, sometimes they fighting also each other. Even sometimes they killing each other. Like Shiva killed his son Ganesh.
yeah, maybe for in India, okay, in Russia, what?
And only for only for such a little matter, because Shiva wanted to go to Parvati, and Parvati said to like a Ganesha, like a no one should come inside, so you be sit here. And Shiva wanted to go to Parvati, and he wanted to like stop him, and they did fighting. Means no one. It's looking like they have no any intelligence. What need for fighting?
Yeah, Indian mythology, not so much.
Yeah, means
Like,
Shiva can tell to Ganesha like go inside and ask and tell like Shivji is coming. Why need for the fighting? That means it's looking like they have not common sense type of things.
it's very old stories, and many little strange. They behavior like childish
Yeah,
behavior.
and he was asking like who are you? Like Shiva was asking to Ganesha who are you? And he's not telling who is he. He's not telling he is the son of Parvati.
But it means he was son of Shiva also.
Not. He was son of Parvati, not son of Shiva. Because Parvati created him by some
Without Shiva.
without Shiva.
Okay.
So if Shiva not asked him why he didn't ask. If he asked why he didn't answer. No, it's a very common sense. It's
Yeah.
so how I can take such examples as it is. When I read these metaphorics, these stories, lot of questions come in my mind, which is very obvious, which is very common sense type. You know,
I trying to like,
it looked like they fighting is the very simple thing for them. Like okay, anything fighting, and anything happen fighting, anything happen fighting. There is no dialogue, no discussion, no asking, no answering.
I'm trying to remember what like in Russian epos what exist. Maybe Indian god and goddess more hard. Like all the Russian god and goddess, I not so much recognize, but also was because it's very old. Maybe that time, like human psychology was little different also, and they project their idea to their god and goddess.
Yeah, so means whatever, but by those stories, we cannot understand anything. Only it looked like a our ancient people were like a very less common sense.
They was less educated.
Yeah, less educated. They were fighting for such nonsense also.
And basically bring such examples for now in modern time for
Yeah.
prove some your ideas. It looks like nonsense.
So that's why I do not consider those things. And number two, we want to we want knowledge to use in our life. You know, it's not for just memory or just for talking or discussing. It should have some sense. It should have some utilization in our life. So only it can be if we take examples from our life. What problems we have, what the cause behind those problems, what can be the solution. We need those things. We have not such problems like Shiva and Ganesha had. We have not such type of problems. We have not such type of problems like Rama and Sita had. Today, no problem. If like a uh, Ram sent Sita to jungle, today no need to go jungle. Take divorce and go anywhere where want to go. Simple. No, why need to go jungle?
Yeah.
If Ram not accepting, so no need to go jungle. Na? Then go some other place or live their life. Why go to jungle?
Yeah, I'm not so much familiar, so but whoever listen, maybe they know all these stories.
So many stories. Like a Krishna, according to Krishna, this Duryodhan was the negative side, like a wrong side person, adharma, and he was giving his army to Duryodhan. His army fought from the Duryodhan side to Pandavas. What understanding we should take by this? So there are so many nonsense. We cannot understand. Okay, sometimes it's very, so sometimes it matching to our life also. So there we can understand. But generally they use such metaphorics which is not
so much directly
set to our
connecting
life.
with our life. So and it's not so much connecting, like so that it looks like no any meaning.
Yeah.
Just by tradition, they're repeating,
Yeah, by tradition,
trying to bring
like
in any discussion.
Yeah, like they say, like Ram was very obeyed, son of Dasarath or mother. So, what means this? If our mother and father ordering some wrong thing and we understanding, why need to obey that?
Yeah.
Why need to obey that?
Yes. yes. This is nonsense.
Yeah, so there are many places nonsense. Okay, he was obeying. I don't know why he was obeying.
But he obeying some wrong things.
Yeah, many wrong things.
His father told something wrong,
Yes.
but because he was so much like
so much
obeying.
ethical type, obeying type. It's a unnecessary.
But it's really, it's very. I remember in Mahabharata, like Bhishma.
Yeah, Bhishma.
I was very sad about his character. Yes. Actually. He one time give promise and after like could not break. Even he already understands that it's so much bad.
Yeah, it's giving bad result.
Some bad result.
Yeah. Then also he was doing continuously.
He did, and it's people in India. They really thinking that it's great personality. In modern times, they not think so much like this.
But people said a story like the great
even
way,
now.
like it is
even now in modern India.
Yeah, even now.
So
also.
People who thinking that such behavior.
Such behavior should be like if you one time doing some agreement, you should follow. You should obey.
But problem, okay, it's good idea. You should like your promise.
Up to that, okay. Up to that, okay. If no bad result.
If not bad result, but when you think that your promise bringing bad result.
Yeah, bad result. And not only for him, it's for all.
For all countries.
For all country. For all community.
Yes, this is problem.
So how?
Every time when I look this movie, I thought how. What? It looks like really great, but some wrong way great.
Yes. Like what type of personality he was, and he did war from Duryodhan's side. Why? Even he was understanding it is wrong side.
He thinks that it's wrong side, but
he was doing. And not only he, Guru Dronacharya, Aswathama, Kripacharya. There were many. And one relative of Pandava, He came there and somewhere Duryodhan give him some like a good welcoming. And he thought this good welcoming coming from the Pandava. And he said, I will do fight with your side. And later he understood, oh, this welcoming from the Duryodhan side. And then he did war from the Duryodhan side. Just because he said. He said this. He promised.
Many things looks like little childish.
Yeah, it's very childish things.
Very childish. So that is why when people bringing such old stories,
Yes.
basically we not so much consider them.
Yeah.
Because
So then how we can understand by these metaphorics like what is right, what is wrong? How?
no chance.
We will think like Bhishma did good, Krishna did good, Duryodhan did good, Guru Dronacharya did good. Then how we understand? We also should follow them or do those things or what?
It gives wrong message.
Yes, wrong message.
We give wrong message for us modern people in our situation. I think we
Answered.
answered.
Yes.
Actually, it was not question. It was just like little critics.
Yes, yes.
So,
Thank you very much.
thank you so much for your attention. If you like, please, you can write a comment to us or sharing with someone who can be also interesting, and be in touch. Bye.